All right, folks, welcome to Hawaii day 15. I'm alone now. I dropped Brandon Onea off we returned the rental car at Economy Rentals. And then those two took the shuttle, the free shuttle, back to the airport. So then that left me to take an Uber to a Turo, which is a car rental that I have now. So a lot of different technology, a lot of different apps going on here. It's kind of funny because this morning we left our Airbnb so that I could get an Uber to a Turo. So Airbnb is, the company that allows people to rent out their homes or apartments to other people, similar to a bed and breakfast. And then Uber is, the ride app where basically like a taxi service, but anybody's car could be a taxi. And that Uber took me to my Turo, and Turo is an app that lets people rent their cars out like a car rental service. So it's all just using these apps for people to use their own things like a big business would. So Turo, this is the first time I've gone through the process, and pretty interesting. So the things I do like is that it's much cheaper than car rentals. I think these 3 days I got this car for about $85, versus Economy wanted to give him like $200 something. I think that was what they were going to charge me. So it's cheaper. The bad news is you have to wash and vacuum the car before you return it, so that's a little bit of an extra expense. I'll deal with it. Still cheaper in the end. So now I'm just hanging out in a Target parking lot, just like breathing. A lot of logistics. I'm just trying to figure out like where I'm going to get a car rental, where I'm going to stay for the next couple days, because I don't have anything, previously put in. So it's kind of stressing out a bit, getting the stress sweat under the pits. Oh boy, I used antiperspirant, it busted right through. You gotta look out. So I am alone again, and every time that I'm with people for a really long time and then I'm alone, I get that initial shock. So feel a little bit lonely at the moment, a little bit vulnerable, but that usually goes away once I get comfortable. So now I'm just going to, I have my car, I got my backpack, everything I need, and I'm in front of a Target, so if I need to get groceries, I can pick up some stuff like that, and then I will find something to do. It is like 12:30 right now, so I got the whole day at my disposal, so I'd like to get some hikes in and something to show you guys something legitimate. So I think that's what I'll do. But for now, I got to figure out where those hikes are going to be and where I'm camping tonight. All right, after my breathing exercises and, getting that loneliness out, feeling better. And now I'm going to a trail to Manoa Falls. $5 parking fee, not great, but so far, really cool. I'm in like rainforest, really lush, so that's nice. And through the gate and onto the trail. So apparently there's also an arboretum here for the University of Hawaii, so I'm going to check that out too when I get back. I do like some pretty good flora, and there's plenty of it here. Ooh, all these branches going every which way, like vines. This is a pretty trail. Tons of people, but pretty trail. Well, ignore the shitty people playing their shitty music, but that's a pretty waterfall, I'd say. 150 feet tall. It's pretty nice. Apparently the swimming hole has bacteria in it, so you're not supposed to swim in it. So I think I'm good anyways, a little too crowded for me. Just also have to dodge around all the people who won't let me around, and they're very slow. Alright, back in the old car. The trail was beautiful. The trees and all the vines coming down with all the flowers on them, really, really cool. And the waterfall was really tall, super nice. and had a pretty interesting looking swimming hole at the bottom, so liked it. Did not like having to park for $5. All the people everywhere. I mean, I had to wait in line a bunch of times just to be able to go up the trail because there's just so many people. And you know, if it's a high population, that's one thing, but high population of people that are discourteous, that really annoys me, because going up the trail is just all these people that turn around and they see me and they don't pull over and let me by in a reasonable amount of time. I have to go around myself and excuse myself, and then I go to the waterfall and there's people playing music incredibly loud at the waterfall, and there's people everywhere. It's just really rude. I really don't like that, so it kind of gave me bad vibes, and it's too bad because it's a really beautiful trail. So I call it a 50-50, not a loss, but not a huge win either, but definitely cool waterfall. So I'm going to be optimistic and say that was nice. We'll try something else, see what happens next. Pali Puka, let's see what that is. Pali means canyon, Puka means hole in a rock, so I think I'm going to a canyon with a hole in it. Let's find out. So, caught myself in another hard place with closures and things like that. So, I wanted to go to Pali Puka, and that is on a road, the Pali Highway, which is closed because of a landslide that damaged it in February, and it won't open up till August. So, it appears that they open up the highway on like the evening commute out of Honolulu during weekdays. But today is Saturday, and they don't open the highway at all on weekends. So for the next 2 days, I can't do Pali Puka, I can't do this one lookout I forget the name of, and I can't do Pali Notches. They're all like in the same place. So unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck there. So that is troublesome with my plans. I might just have to go do some touristy stuff, or maybe go to the beach and just start setting up camp. But you know, since I don't have a permit, I don't really want to be setting up camp really early, because that just gives people more opportunity to give me tickets and stuff. So we'll find something. There's something out there. New plan. How about we go check out Onea Bay? This is a state park. Has some really good snorkeling, I've heard. Unfortunately, I have no snorkeling equipment, but that looks pretty solid. Let's go down to that beach. So I came to Onea Bay as a plan B, since the hikes are not going to be available to me until probably Monday. And this place charges $10 for parking, and I'm pretty cheap with most things. So I was like, I think I'm all set on that. I will just turn around when I get to the ticket booth and head on my way and find plan C. But I come in and there's no attendant at the booth, and it says booth is closed, keep driving. Okay, so I parked here and I have my excuse for not paying. Yeah, nobody was there. So if I have to pay on the way out, damn, they got me. But if not, hey, get to hang out at the bay for free. I like that. I've seen a lot of these on the island, still don't know what they are though. Definitely a rodent, something like looks like something in the mongoose family, like a ferret or something. Apparently on top of the parking there's also a $7.50 fee for admission. So I walked up to there, and again, like, oh, I'll just turn around. There's nobody at the windows. So apparently no admission fee. I made it through and nobody said anything, so I guess I will just keep going. This place is crawling with the little buggers. There's 2 more. I think I've seen a total of like 8 or 9 now, and I've only been here about 20 minutes. Cute little guys. Probably really bad vermin that caused a lot of trouble out here. But anyways, I made it. I'm down here. I'm in Hanauma Bay, which in total is supposed to cost me about $17.50, I believe. And I'm here for 0 so far. I should not go and get all excited just yet because I still have to leave. And who knows if they have something going on the way out. But this place is really cool. A lot of like rock walls out there. And then obviously the reefs. And then a lot of rock walls back here as well. A little harder to see. I'm digging it. Oh, also for reference, if you guys remember when Brandon and I did Cocoa Head, the railway trail where you have to just run straight up to the top of the mountain, that's it. And you can see the line. Whoop. That's the freaking railroad that goes to the top. Just insanity. And this place is beautiful. Oh man. So I figured out why I believe no one charged me any money to come here. It's because the beach is closing right now. So I was gonna sit down, pull up a chair, maybe go for a swim, something like that. On to plan C. Well, I heard gates close at 6 and it's only 5:15, so I'm gonna enjoy the next 45 minutes, even though I can't go in the water. But life is moving around here. The rocks are moving. A lot of crabs over there. And then also, this pool is full of suckerfish. Little ones, but ones nonetheless. Alright, so after Hanauma Bay, I decided to use the rest of my time to go to a McDonald's to get their free Wi-Fi so I could download some TV shows and movies to have offline for these camps since I'll be alone. So I downloaded an entire season of The Office and then a couple of stand-up comedy specials. And then while I was there, I also got some dinner so that I don't have to worry about cooking. A little bit of sunlight left. It's about 7 p.m. right now. I'm at Waimanalo Bay. That is where Brandon, Onea, and I spent our first 4 or 5 days on the island. So it's probably pretty familiar to you guys. But there are a lot more tents here than there were before. Of course, it's Saturday, so I'm just kind of hoping that means I can get, lost among the group. Like, maybe there's so many people that I can slip through without having that ticket on my dash that says that I paid my camping permit and not having one tied to my tent, hopefully. I see people having open fires, which is like incredibly illegal, $10,000 fine and jail time, so maybe they have bigger fish to fry if they even do come around. So just keep my fingers crossed for that. Until then, I'm going to go set up camp now and see if I can get away from most of these people. But maybe some of them would be cool to hang out with. I don't know. I'll just feel it out. This should look like a familiar sight. Waimanalo Bay. Freaking gorgeous. And right over there is where I camped last time, but there's obviously people there. So I'm camping over here, but all over there's a ton of people. So I'm gonna stick over here where there's nobody. And that's everything. So it's starting to get dark, so it'll be harder to film ambient things. But if anything happens, I'll give you an update with the old flashlight in the face video to end the night. That was a long day. I mean, didn't do too much, but it's just long day. Well, did not make my good night video because I fell asleep watching some stand-up comedy on my phone. But that's about it. I walked along the beach a little bit, went to the bathroom, and then watched stand-up comedy and fell asleep. So that would be the end of Hawaii Day 15. I think I got some good photos because there's a couple cool things to see today, and there'll be even cooler stuff to see tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.